Hey, what's up, everyone? Lyra Moon here with another pick a card reading for today, April 15th. Now, all I gotta do is ask your intuition which card is going to be the message for you, and I will do the rest, starting with card number one. All right, for those of you that picked card number one, we have the Three of Swords. Oof, tough energy. Okay, so this is a couple of different things. For those of you that are in relationships, I feel like today is a pretty big day. We are acknowledging that some frustration exists within the dynamic and deciding to actively communicate about what's been bothering you. Now, the other party, your partner, may not reciprocate or have a very balanced approach to what it is that you are trying to convey. Because of this, I strongly recommend, to keep your cool, to keep your focus of what it is that you are trying to cultivate for your relationship overall, so that you don't get lost within the emotion of everything that you're experiencing, because your partner isn't going to respond very well to that. Okay, for others, I feel like this is going to be a breakup. This is something that can't be fixed within the dynamic. This is energy that can't be changed. The hurt is too deep. I feel like this can be friendships as well. There's a betrayal. There's a feeling of lack of respect or lack of trust between you and another person. So today is really kind of focused on acknowledging it, looking at the pain, seeing the pain for what it is, and not running from it, not avoiding it, okay? Because we can't run forever from it. We have to eventually face it. So I think, those that pulled this card today is the big face it day, acknowledging that not everything is as it seems, and that some things are not okay, and we have to fix that pain, okay? So do the best that you can to move through this energy, to really express what it is that you need changed, because overall, after all, that's really going to be what gets you to the feeling better part, right? We have to sometimes break some walls down so that they can be built better, because maybe they've got some deformities, or maybe they're not quite standing up as tall as they should be. So we have to go back to the pain and acknowledge it first, okay? All right, for those of you that picked card number two, all right, we have the Page of Cups here for you. I feel like today for some of you is going to be a very creative day. You're really going to want to get some sort of creative energy out, whether it's art, whether it's music, dance, photography. There is something about you today that makes everything possible. If you're a creative writer, get some stories out, get some ideas going. Pen to paper, really pursue what it is that you want to see happen. So feeling very inspired, very creative, very hopeful today. Others may be feeling that way with their children. You may be feeling a certain level of connection today. Something happens and everything just kind of falls into place. A lot of positive energy, hope for the future. Maybe things have been kind of rough between you and your kid or children, and today is a turning point. Something about today just allows for further growth and healing and possibilities for tomorrow. So that being said, it's likely, if you are experiencing a situation where it has been a little bit challenging or trying with your kids or kid, you may find that a more creative approach to handling this situation as a whole will be more beneficial to you in the long run than to not, to have it just kind of for the universe to kind of figure things out for you. I suggest a more creative approach, maybe getting down on their level. What is it that they want to do, and find a way in that way, okay? Others, I feel that you've been waiting for a message. Today's that day. It's going to happen. It's going to arrive to you. Some of you have been waiting for important information, and today is that day. Getting information about something that affects you emotionally is coming through today, okay? All right, for those of you that picked card number 3, we have the Four of Coins reversed, For those of you that picked card number 3, today is a big day of release. We are letting things go. We are letting either the perception of being right go, or we are letting the perception that we have to hold on in order to be happy. That's also being released. There's a lot happening where you are opening yourself back up. For some of you, this could be something that is kind of forced upon you. You are having to be forced to relinquish some sort of control, or being made to do so, rather than wanting necessarily to do it for yourself. You're being put into a position where you're like, well, I have to do this. I have to do this. So maybe feeling a little bit uncertain and scared, angry, and just frustrated that this isn't a say that you had, or that your views of why you should hold on are not being seen as healthy choices. For others, I feel like this is a celebratory day. We are letting go of what is not working for us in a multitude of areas, whether it's from our personal lives, letting go of toxic people, or a toxic habitual thought pattern, or a toxic habitual belief system that we bought into. We are letting it go. Today is the day of release, no longer feeling like we need to hold on for dear life in order for this reality to work out the way that we want it to work. So adaptation is really the name of the game for those of you that picked card number 3. Really finding yourself in a renewed position of wanting more, and whatever that means, going and getting it. So letting go of what isn't working right now for you, because that brings you closer to what you're actually wanting to see happen. Others, this is even, this is something bigger. You might even be celebrating sobriety, a certain year or a time frame duration that you are celebrating, that you're proud of. Today is that day that you are celebrating that, without those vices, without that addiction, without that need. Others, I feel like this is letting go of possessive qualities that you've realized that you've been kind of harboring against yourself or even someone else. And so you're working through that as well. All right. So I'm seeing lots of actual adaptation across the board. Connecting today, disconnecting, disengaging, detangling. What isn't working? What can we do better? What do we want more of? How can we find better in where we're at right now? Okay, let me know what card resonated with you and what you felt most really called to you. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Take care and have a beautiful day. Don't forget, everyone, be the light. Take care. Bye.